the number one mistake I find people make is they just get stuck with maybe what their parents did or what a friend did or a neighbor did.
Mm.
They all they really know is what their parents did or what they saw on TV as careers. They haven't really thought about uh, what other opportunities and jobs are out there. And so I think it's a little bit about expanding your scope about what jobs exist, what industries exist, and some of that can be online lookups, like what companies exist, what do they do, what also I think there's alumni and interns and friends. When you start thinking about it, you have a buddy who owns a dry cleaner or someone that is a scientist, and you start realizing you actually know people who do these jobs. And if you're a high schooler or a college student and you call someone up and say, hey, Dave, can I buy you coffee and learn what you do? I mean, you get one phone call every 5, 10 years like that, and you take them out. And so I think learning from that is my number one thing, is just kind of expand your mind what might be out there as step one.
I don't think people do that enough. I know that I'm part of an alumni association, and I've got my name on the list where I'll take someone to lunch. And it's shocking to me, how that's not used very often. And then I would say, B, when they do use it, I don't feel like they're prepared. I don't feel like they're asking the right questions, and they rarely ever follow up on it. I can think of one individual, maybe two, that did that, and they've checked in with me and they've reported back, and I want to hear their progress. Most of them take that opportunity, and then they just never come back to it. They never return and report what they've
In a
done.
similar way, I'm an alumni, happy to chat with anyone. I think in 25 years, I've had two call me up and great conversations and helped them out. I think that the second step, I would say, once you expand your mind, what could be out there, the second step is to test drive it. This is a classic story. Someone says they want to be a school teacher. They spend tens of thousands of dollars for college, and they show up to the classroom and realize they don't like it. When if they had just spent one day in a classroom, they probably would have figured that out. So it's really cheap. And you don't need to know anything when you're in high school or college. They're not expecting any knowledge, but just to shadow someone for a day or hang out and just to see if you even like that industry or role.
Volunteer.
For free. Like, just, it's super helpful. Yeah. And I think it was an internship or just hang out for a day, or even I'll buy you a coffee and just walk in the office. You learn a lot very quickly. And I think there's something about then trusting your gut, but I think that it can help winnow the field, what may make sense or not.
Yeah, that's so true. I remember doing a brief volunteer stint at a hospital and watching everything that was going on. And there's that question in the back of my mind. I think a lot of people have, maybe I should be a doctor, right? And then I did that, and I'm around it, and I'm seeing all these different things happening. And then I remember being in this closet. We were getting supplies, and there was a medical book there, and I'm looking at the book, and I was like, nope. This doesn't match the way my brain works. But without that volunteer experience, I wouldn't have known that.
Mm-hmm. I think it's one of the most valuable things in going to college. It's not the book learning. I mean, I'm sure there's great stuff there, but with online learning and videos, you could learn almost the same material. It's the people you hang out with. It's like the people I spent time with in my dorm or fraternity, and the relationships you build, but also all the alumni. You're buying access to an alumni network of people who give credibility, but also opportunities. They're happy to meet with you, happy to help you, happy to do internships. They're the most likely chance for your first job because you can play the alumni fist bump and it gets you in the door a little further. And I think that's what you're paying for. And to not take advantage of that is missing a big point of why you're there.
If you liked this video and want to listen to the full episode, go to your favorite podcast app and subscribe to the Dave Crenshaw Success Project. You can also find all the full episodes at successproject.show.